Welcome to Deep Dive with Dr. D. The entire goal of this podcast is to help you see that you have it within you to do amazing things. So, this is our recording and our friends on Facebook. Okay, we are live.
Hello.
And that's TikTok.
All right.
Our friends over there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. You ready?
I think so.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, let's get started. So, welcome to Deep Dive with Dr. D. My guest today is Hannah Singer, who I actually made the mistake earlier. I was recording a video and I said that I've known you since you were born, but that's inaccurate because you're 21. Mm-hmm. I've known you since you were about 5.
You've known Claire, though.
I've known Claire since she was born. I've known Hannah's mom. I work with her, so we work together. And so I've watched you, from 5 years old to...
Yeah.
An adult and doing the things we're going to talk about. So, and I've wanted to have younger guests on, and you are my youngest guest. Yay! Yay! So, so welcome to the show. I do like to do my shameless plug. I actually just went over a year of having my book out in the world. I was downtown emceeing an event, and I went in the library, and it was just kind of surreal to see, my book in the library.
Yeah.
So this copy is for you.
Awesome.
And I told Hannah before we started, your mom's probably going to be upset because I don't think she has a copy. So if you want to share it, please do.
She can borrow it when I'm done.
Yeah, if you want a letter,
Yeah.
I don't know.
If I want to.
Yeah. So, enjoy that. And if you haven't gotten a copy of it, you can get it wherever books are sold locally at Gerald's, Pearl Street Books. Gerald's will actually deliver it to your door if you order it online. I learned that because I had Ralph Williams on.
Yeah.
And of course, Amazon, it's an ebook, it's an audiobook. Enough about me and my book. I'm excited to hear about you. We have some questions. So let's start with, just tell the world, out there, whoever watches this, about you as a person, a professional, whatever you want to share.
Yeah. Well, I'm Hannah. I am about to graduate college, which is pretty exciting. It's been a long time coming. I am a daughter of 2 locally grown parents. My dad was born and raised here. My mom's from the Basin and has been here for a very long time. And I'm a wife. I'm a homeowner.
Wow.
I have a house full of animals running around.
Nice.
I just recently started... After my husband and I got married, I told him, I'm not going to be cooking and cleaning every day, so you're going to have to deal with that. And boy, was that a foot and mouth moment. So now I absolutely love cooking. I love entertaining.
Sure.
I've got the garden thumb now.
What does your husband do?
He's an electrician.
Oh, yeah. And self-employed or?
He works for his dad.
Oh, yeah. And locally?
Yeah.
Who's
locally.
his dad?
Greg Singer.
Oh, duh. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay, go on. Yeah, cool.
So they work in the Central Washington region, and mostly local. But I'm lifelong resident. I went to school in the Palouse for design school before I came here, and life is good.
Okay.
Now I've got a business. So.
Yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah.
I've your mom is, I say this, work-wise, without your mom, our department would just burn to the ground, right? So I've always admired her for her work ethic, but her love and passion for you and your sister and family. There's kind of a core group of us that come in the office pretty regularly and pretty early, and I can always hear your mom coming in and she's talking about you or talking to you or your sister or, the latest ventures with your dad in Arizona. And I've always admired that, and I'm seeing that in you, right? Just talking about how you're 21, right? And you're venturing into adulthood. Tell me about the pets. What do you got?
So Benny is our oldest. He is a golden retriever, and he was a year in November. So he's a year and a half. Yeah. He is, oh my gosh, I adore him. Yeah. He's my baby.
Oh, good.
And then we randomly rescued a kitten last year. Okay. One day when I was at work, one of the drivers brought in this tiny little peanut. She had to have only been like 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Her name's Olive. And
downtown.
Yeah, downtown. She was just, she asked neighbors, like, hey, is this your cat? They're like, no, but we found the mom and take her. Yeah. So I get a text on my phone. They're like, "Does anybody want this kitten?" I'm like, "Me."
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I should probably check with my husband first.
Yeah.
So, and it didn't take long. If you know him, you'll know that he's very reluctant to caving in on getting animals for the responsibility factor. And I grew up with a house full of animals, so I always wanted that. And I was like, what harm can she do? Like, she'll just be there. Benny needs a companion. Sure. And my husband and that cat are two peas in a pod.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So
and then we got
dog,
Rocket.
Cat, Rocket?
Yeah, Rocket is our newest addition. We got him in December.
Cat dog?
He's a rescue dog.
Oh, the one you just told me about. Oh,
yeah.
Boy.
So he's a little mutt, but he definitely, he's got that border collie in him.
Yeah.
And he is just, him and Benny's personalities complement each other so much. And they're just the most, like, charismatic dogs. Those dogs have so much character. I just adore them.
They're great. Well, you just got to meet Jerry.
Yes.
He's been quite the addition.
Cute.
Yep. Johnny, I say with Jerry coming in, we had Daisy the Chihuahua. And she was, she was Daisy. She was the queen. But her and Johnny didn't play because Daisy was old. Johnny's got a buddy now. They play all the time.
And it's so cute. Their size difference. How well they do together.
Yeah. It's like just watching them with Johnny's big jaw, like how he puts in, would never think of hurting him. So.
It's just so funny. Jerry seems like he has little dog syndrome. Like he just he has no idea how big he is.
Well, literally, Johnny, we've had to kind of tell Jerry to leave your brother alone because Johnny will be relaxed and he'll just come out of left field like, ah, we're like, whoa. So, but it's been really, really fun. Animals bring a lot to our family. So a little personal question. Is it your husband's name?
Noah.
Kids down the road?
Yes, but not now.
Yeah.
I mean, we're young. We've been married for almost 2 years now. And, boy, that flew by quick. And we knew we wanted to wait a while. Sure. So right now we're just focusing on developing our careers and getting established in life and adulthood. And it's really important to us that we have like a stable, secure, comfortable home.
And statistically speaking, you guys actually got married young.
Yeah.
Because a lot of kids wait till mid-20s until their careers are in place. So was that like intentional?
Yes and no. We started dating in high school and within a month, like we were like, yep, this is it. We're getting married. We don't know when, but we will. And Noah ended up I told him when we started dating, I'm like, I'm going to the University of Idaho. Like, this is my plan. And I'm like, you can tag along. Yep. You can, but I'm like, I'm dating to marry, and you can deal with that, serious. Or you can go.
So from date, it was serious for you.
It was pretty serious.
What was his response?
He was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a very outgoing person.
No.
And
weird.
And Noah is not. We are polar opposites. Wow. And so it's funny looking back, like how he's perfect for me. And so it's so funny
you guys balance each other out.
Yes. Yeah. It's funny looking back and seeing how he was just as serious as I was, which is not normal for a teenager.
No, young, Well, that's cool. And I think of immediately Kayla and Tristan. They're Central grads now. If she watches this, Kayla, you're getting old. She's been graduated for a little while. I want to say 5 years. But they started dating in high school or middle school. High school, I think it was. And they got married young because they knew. Yeah. And it sounds like that's been the same for you. Yeah.
Well, when Noah decided not to be in college anymore, because we did end up, he went to WSU and I went to U of I, so 10-minute commute.
Yep, nice.
And when he decided college wasn't his jam and he wanted to go back to work, that was very, very hard for me because we had never been apart. Wow. We were, we grew up 4 minutes away from each other. Back. He moved back here, and so I finished my semester at WSU, and that's what brought me to Central.
And that's also when the tragedy happened. So
my freshman year was when those students were brutally killed.
I get chills because I remember talking to your mom, and oh wow. Yeah,
it was terrifying, but
so the stars kind of aligned in some crazy ways to bring you back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So we kind of figured it out, and I had some really hard conversations with my parents about wanting to move back, and they're like, you need to be in school. Okay. And I'm like, I will be in school, but you have my word, but I'm going to do what I want to do. Yeah. And so we bought some land and started building, and when I moved home, Noah proposed. And so then...
See, this is what I love about... I want to have more young people on to hear these powerful stories. Because what do we... older, I don't listen to the nonsense. And sure, is there some of it, oh, young people, they don't want to work and they don't want... No, you know what I see? I see you. And I see so many examples of this. That's what I like to focus on. So good for you.
Yeah.
And that speaks to Elizabeth is probably watching parenting and all of that good stuff.
I give my parents a lot of credit for
that's
how
super
I turned
cool.
out. Sometimes they don't like it when I'm not in their good graces. They're like,
my son's 35 and there's, we're always like, really, but good for you. Thank you for that introduction.
Yeah.
So how about a question?
All right.
Okay. You've stepped into adulthood, marriage, and your career. What's this season of life been like for you?
I would say hard. It's been hard. It's also been pure joy and very confusing because we're not doing anything traditionally, right? I mean, to a sense we are, but we're very young.
You got married young, so that is not traditional, but traditional in that I would say traditional. You're getting your careers going. You got married, but it is non-traditional in that I think the average age for couples to get married is like late 20s, 30s sometimes. Yeah. And you guys got married. You were how old?
I had just turned 20. I was freshly 20.
So that's the non-traditional, but intentional.
Yeah, we were very serious about it.
It wasn't like, oh, we got married, or I don't know if you know the term shotgun marriage. You're pregnant, you better get married. It wasn't that at all.
No, it wasn't. And we both had, like I said, we had built a home. We both had very stable jobs. Like everybody's always like, oh, we can't afford to get married. And I'm like, well, if you can afford to live on your own, you can afford to be married. Like oh my gosh. There's just no, I mean... I don't think that's a good excuse personally. That at least I didn't use it as one.
Yeah. Interesting.
But
so you said it's been hard. Describe hard.
Well, I mean, number one, we don't have a lot of friends that are married. Like we don't have that community of like, you see on the movies or even like what I saw with my parents, like just
couples hanging out.
Yes. And so
because kids your age, they're dating
maybe. And also too, like, we have friends that are also married who might have kids. And then we also have friends that live at home with their parents, like everywhere in between. Like these early 20s, especially our generation, just with more people are getting married and then other people aren't. Like there's just such a big melting pot full of all of it. And so it's kind of hard to figure out like where is our place in life and... not having that heart of keeping up with the Joneses, which is very hard for us because we're both very entrepreneurial. And so, wanting it all now, but also being humbled by like, we're young and we have time and we just need to enjoy life.
You guys are like 10 years ahead of, if we're comparing, but like you guys are like in your 30s in a lot of ways with where you are. You own a home, you own land, you both are entrepreneurs. You're like highly driven. That's commendable. Tell me about Noah. He
is one of the hardest working people I know. He is my rock in so many ways. Like I'm very outgoing, energetic, all the things, and he is so good at just reeling me in. It'll be like because my sister is 10 years younger than me. I feel like sometimes I'm a middle schooler all over again, and it'll be like, dude, knock it off.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
And reels me back in a little bit.
How is that having a sibling 10 years younger?
I feel like a mother in a lot of ways.
I bet. Or an aunt in a lot, right?
Noah's sibling one of his siblings is very young. She will be 5.
Oh, wow.
And so, we both grew up with having siblings that are so much younger than us. And so... in a way, it's nice because then we don't feel like we've got to put the throttle on having kids. Like we can just enjoy being married and have that, Did outlet.
You feel like you had to grow up faster?
Yes and no. I mean, I think just like life did that, I guess.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
yes and no. I mean, my sister and I still have that sisterly relationship. It just looks different.
Yeah.
But she comes over to my house. We have sleepovers. I pick her up from
Good.
school.
Oh, wow.
And
what a model she has in her big sister.
She gives me a really hard time. But
okay.
She's a crack up. And yeah, she's amazing. But
super cool. You want to do another question?
All right.
This one will be cool to hear about. So what drew you into design? I asked, what was your why, right? And that building something like Homestead Design Company, your company you started. What's your why for all of that?
That is such a large question.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think it just kind of has been an innate part of me. I've always been super creative. I was the kid that would watch HGTV with my parents.
Oh, wow.
I was hooked on Fixer Upper.
Okay.
That became like this visual thing for me to manifest. And like, if I can bring Ellensburg something like Magnolia, that it would be, that would be my pride and joy.
Okay.
But, yeah, I cannot put words to how passionate I am about design. Like, that's my why. I'm so passionate about it.
But so I'm going to challenge you a little bit. Why? What brings you joy about bringing that to people's homes?
Well, I love being a problem solver. If you know me on a personal level, you'll know, like, I'm a fixer. I love to problem solve. I'm not always amazing at it in personal
but you want
situations,
to do it.
But
You're
I want to do
it.
it. Yeah, and I'm a go-getter. Like,
Shopper.
if I see something I want it, like, I will make it happen.
Yeah.
And so, I think just the creative outlet, but I love being artistic, but I like applying logic to it. And so there's that beautiful, that beautiful fusion of creativity and logical application to design that I just love. And I love helping people. I've always, my parents both raised me to help other people and be a servant to others.
There we go. Okay.
So
now we're getting there.
I love helping people and I love...
And that comes from your family.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And it was always like, oh, I want to be a vet or I want to do this.
Sure.
And I was 8 and I didn't know what I wanted. But,
I don't know if we ever really did. Yeah.
But, yeah, I just always knew I wanted to help people. And then I learned, like, I really want to do something creative. I don't want to be at a desk job all day.
Yeah.
And that's just not how I'm wired. And so this career path is just such a great outlet for me. I get to be involved in the community. I get to meet new people. And I get to help people.
What's been your favorite project since you started your business?
That's a good question. Well, aside from my own home, because I have loved how, as we've grown in that house, I've loved how it's developed. Because it takes time. It's not like we worked together for a year and all of a sudden your house is perfect. Like, some of those things take time.
And you're in the country? Where are you guys at?
We are across the street from Mountain View Park.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so we're right around the corner from my family.
Yeah.
My grandparents are down the street. It's amazing.
Nice. So that's your why really comes from family, helping others, being a servant. And I like when you talk about how you don't want to just design for the sake of making it pretty. You also want to make it functional.
Yeah, right? Because good design is not one or the other. It can't function and not be attractive to you. Like, you just naturally, whether you like pretty things or not, you naturally gravitate towards things. And so, I feel like, you can't have one without the other and feel comfortable in your own home or your workplace.
That's me and Katrina, you just got a tour. It's like it's important for me to feel comfortable, safe.
Absolutely.
At home, right? If you look at the definition of home, I want to feel at home with whatever we do with our place. How do we do?
I think you did great.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the combination of
the
workplace
preschool,
and home. And
yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Very good.
Your kitchen's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I love sitting in the little chairs.
That I love. I hate
love
the
that.
kitchen itself. If we do a remodel, it would be the kitchen first. But that's interesting you say that. I kind of lurch back, and if Katrina watches, because I don't cook anymore because I hate the kitchen. It's kind of an excuse maybe in some ways. But we do spend so much time in that room. We have Monday night dinner sitting at those little tables.
I think that's a part of the experience of coming into your home.
It absolutely is. And everyone would say that. Look at you, designer girl. Good job. Okay. We've got 2 more questions for you, and then we'll do the closing questions.
Okay.
You've talked about this a little, but maybe pick some key spots.
Yeah.
What have been some challenges in building your career and your identity at this stage of life, which you've done a lot of changes?
Yeah, in a short amount of time. I think the biggest, in the business sense, the biggest change, number one, like there's this stigma around the design industry that you have to be a millionaire, you have to have a 6-figure salary, you have to have this luxury taste, and we all think of the designer in the big city that charges an arm and a leg for an opinion.
When I think design, I think it's going to be really expensive.
I do too. And so, I mean, that's just, again, a natural assumption. And so...
Well, and you think of it as a luxury.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, it is a luxury. It's
right?
not, I mean... It is one of those things where, of course, not everybody can afford to make these updates and these changes, but I think that's where my role comes in on how can we make what you have work? And how can we make what you have be something that you love? And
within your budget.
Absolutely,
right?
yes. Yeah. And so I would say probably one of the hardest things is trying to debunk that stigma. Like that... Try to get rid of that influence in the area that you have to, especially in, I mean, we live in a trade dominant region. I mean, most of the people in our community are not thinking about
design.
No, they're not. And, you know, they're thinking about going to work, making sure that the cows are fed and all the things are taken care of. And so
but who doesn't want a nice place,
totally,
right? To feel good in.
Totally. Yeah. Or like so if you're an entertainer and you don't live in an entertaining kitchen, how can you do that?
Right. So what you're bringing to the table, and I'm going to say this, and I think it's a really key selling point of what you bring is one, a young perspective for maybe a young homeowner who doesn't have a ton of money.
Totally.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Right?
You can see things in the way that they're going to see it and maybe work within their budget.
Totally.
That's a beautiful thing. Yeah, because we're not, you know, me and Katrina even, where it's like, I think designer, I'm like, oh, but you know, hearing that maybe you could work with our budget, I'm like, oh, that could be cool. And certainly you've said you've done some big projects. You're willing to go to Suncadia and do that if needed, but you're also willing to kind of meet people where they're at.
Yeah, that's my goal. We have some amazing...
And that's part of you as a servant, as wanting to help people. That's super cool.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we have very, very talented designers in the area that do, I mean, they serve average Joe, they serve Suncadia, and we all have that same heart for serving people, but I really want to focus in this new season of business. That's what I want to focus on. Yeah.
And we need, you know, like I'm saying this to you, and I say it to when I'm teaching in the classroom, I need our young people to lead. I need our young people to get out there and get busy in whatever area they're going to do. Yep. And here you are doing it. So that makes my old guy heart happy. Like, because we need that, right? Yeah. We need the up and comers to up and come. So, this is your last question.
Okay.
This has been good. What are you learning right now about creating a life you actually want, not just one that looks good on paper?
Well, I don't think there is such thing as looking good on paper if you're really paying attention. But
tell me what you mean by what you just said.
Well, I mean, I always use like the highlight reel as an example. Like you look at my Instagram and Facebook, I mean, who's going to share the disappointing moments of life?
Right.
And so if you consider your highlight reel your look good on paper, Well, of course it's going to, but you also have to be human and recognize, like, hey, those people still struggle, or those people might have had a bad week or whatever. And, but I would say trying to find, like I said, trying to find our place right now. Like, what are we doing? Especially, you know, like graduation's here. What's this next season look like for Homestead? You know, kids are always a big question, and trying to figure out like where God is leading us in that. And I just think that trying to find our place, we continue to be humbled when we remember, like, hey, we're not playing keeping up with the Joneses. And that's always been our hard part, because, you know, we look at how successful and hardworking our parents are, and we're like, gosh, we want that. And, well, we have good jobs. No, it's not bad, but we're 21. We're 22. So,
and, you know, as a parent, and I think your parents would agree, we just want the best for you.
Absolutely.
Right? But I could see where your parents are successful. They've done really well. They're hardworking. So and I'm guessing his parents the same thing. So you do kind of go, I need to be that. But what I'm hearing you say is we need to be where we are. And we don't have to try to, you've said it a couple times. That's another old term, by the way, young soul, or old soul in a young body is keeping up with the Joneses. But you've said that a few times, that you're reminding yourself that that's not what we need to do.
And it's a daily thing, because it's always like, oh, if we just had one more acre, or if we just had one more bedroom, or if we just had a newer car, then we could do this. And it's like, or you know, we just sit with gratitude and just work hard on what we have right now, and God will provide.
And that's one of my mantras in life is being grateful for what I have. You know, you may know a little bit of my story. It was crazy. And so I, you know, like last night I went on a ride along with Kevin Willett with the EPD, and the fact that I'm sitting in the front and not in the back, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But being grateful. But I wake up and Katrina's the same way in our home. Like, we have a lot. We have much more than many have. And I'm hearing you kind of say that thing. Let's be grateful for what we have and do what we can in each day, maybe.
Absolutely.
And not try to go out there.
Absolutely. And when we are, you know, sitting with our parents at the dinner table and we're talking about this, and they're saying, oh yeah, well, you need to do this now, and you need to do this, or hey, I have this suggestion. And not that they're being pushy, but they just want to help.
We're parents.
And, but when we sit and talk with our friends, and they're like, oh my gosh, what's it like having a home? What's it like? And then you hear that completely different perspective, and it's like, we are so blessed.
So and you know, from a parent perspective, I know your mom well, you know, like, you're doing well, so let's get you to the next level. So that's what they're doing, which is great. But then you hear from your friends like, wow, you guys are way out here. So that helps ground you. Not that you're not going to keep driving forward and take that parental suggestion, but just a reminder that we're doing pretty all right.
Our circle of influence, like you said, we have a great one. We have amazing friends. Our parents are amazing. We have a great community behind us, and we're cooking along. We're trucking along.
Super cool. This has been really good. Okay, so imagine you are talking to someone out there who is trying to figure it out right now, and they're in your age group, right? They don't know you. Maybe they're listening to this and they're trying to figure it out. So here's the question. What would you say to someone in your age group who's trying to figure out life right now?
I would ask them what they're passionate about. I would ask them what they want their life to look like. When I was younger, a lot of people assumed that I got my first job because I was related to my boss, because I was only 14. And I met her at the career fair at the high school, and I asked her for a job, and she was like, well, come back another time and we'll talk about it. And I came in after hours one day, and I shook her hand, and Renee was there, and I was like, I want a job shadow. I want to get you coffee.
So
I want a
hustled.
job.
You
and
asked.
They're like, well, okay. So she's like, I'm going on site tomorrow if you want to come. And that's, I think just asking for the order. I'm sure you've heard Bob Lupton say that a time or two. Like, just asking asking for what you want, selling yourself, and don't be cocky. I think that us young people tend to have that arrogance about things. And I'm not here for 1 minute to fool anyone and make them think that
I don't feel that from you at all. Like, I see you're put together and you are your mom's daughter. I'm not comparing you, but you are who you are. But I don't feel arrogance from you. And I think that's an important thing to talk about, because I remember when I was young, I can kind of remember you kind of think you have it all figured out.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on my own and I'm don't get me wrong, it's felt like that at times, but and then you're humbled by some kind of life circumstance.
Which you described with what happened with you and was your boyfriend at the time. And you said something else that I think is really powerful, is doing the ask, right? Is my mantra is, what do you got to lose by asking, right? And getting out there and maybe following up, right?
Seriously. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask. And I think just self-reflection and finding out what Noah and I always say, when we have kids, school gets pushed a lot now. It's like, what are you doing when you're 18? And it's like, you're 18 years old. You might not know, and that's okay. And I would much rather support my child in going out and finding out what they enjoy, get some work experience, because I wouldn't be where I am if I didn't have the work experience. I would be looking for an internship.
Hey, tell me this. So I know this is going to shock you, but I turned 59 this year. Because,
that is shocking.
I know it is to me too,
goodness.
in a lot of ways. You're 21. Tell me your view on this, because I have this conversation. I believe if I was in charge of the world, that I would require young people, and this is the truth, what I believe, to do 1 or 2 years of something right out of high school, whether it be civil service, AmeriCorps, military, or some community-based service. What do you think about that?
I think that is amazing. Like, I think that, yeah, when you're young and you don't know what you want, or maybe you do know what you want, go explore that idea first.
Yeah.
Don't
study abroad.
Yes.
Something.
Yes. Or even just like get a job in town. Find a way. And I think that if we were more exploratory about our interests and not pushed into something, because I know way too many people that have a degree that they're like, I don't know what I'm doing with this after. I have an MRS degree, which there's nothing wrong with that.
Sure.
But my husband and I are both also very focused on being financially stable. And who wants to walk out with a degree that you just paid a ton of money for? Now you're in student loan debt and you don't know what you want to do with it. And so I think that being inquisitive when you're young and taking the time, you can always go to school. Yeah. You can always go into a trade.
Yeah.
There's never a bad time.
Yeah, so these are follow-up questions, and I have a young person in front of me. What's your view on our current society of it's either got to be this or that?
I think I've never been one for extremes. I think everything is good in moderation.
What are people your age saying about those of us in my age group who have done this, who have created this?
I think that we all look up to the older generations in our life and looking at like, wow, like that's powerful. That's what we want. But I think the hard part is just getting there and, always having that impatience and that arrogance sometimes of just like, I want it now. And I'm like that too. I'm a very impatient person, but when you're impatient,
and I'm being real transparent here. You might be impatient, but you're also willing to do the work.
Oh yeah.
It's not you're impatient and I want to be the boss now.
Yeah.
You're impatient and you know what? I'll start my own business and I'll put in the work and I'll create the connections.
Absolutely.
I think there's a difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But yeah, I think just being humble about it and taking the time. It's just life. I mean, life isn't, there's not one right way. Everyone's different. We all have our own way.
Yeah.
So I think just embracing that.
Super cool. I might have to go through this and pull out key words, because you said a lot of key words throughout this talk. And I don't know if you prepared for this talk. No.
I mean, I took some notes that I was kind of hoping to refer to, but went out the window.
You've said remain humble. I don't know if you've said specifically remain grounded, be grateful, work hard, be driven. do the things, right? And look at you. You're a bright, shining example of the early results. Like, you're 21.
Yeah.
You're 21. So I'm really excited as you continue on to watch your journey. You know, I obviously get updates from your mom. We follow each other on social media. I'm really proud of you, from an old guy sitting in the room, and from someone who's known you for a long time. And kudos to all the people that have influenced you along the way, including your parents. Okay, so here we go. This is it. What's something you've always wanted to ask me?
What brought you to Central?
Oh, perfect. What brought me to Central? What brought me to Central was I shifted careers in 2007, 2008. I had gone to a community college years prior to get into the counseling arena. So I started in that arena and I had to go finish the degree. So I went to Central. Some know this story. My only goal for going to Central was to get that piece of paper, the bachelor's degree, for certification and all of that.
But now you're teaching.
Right. So here's the rest of the story. So while I was earning my bachelor's, my advisor said, "Hey, we've got a newer master's program." I said, "Hey, that's great. I'm good." Because I worked successfully, and I'm on both sides of the table. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to go to trade school. You can do whatever the heck you want.
Yep.
I don't care.
Yep.
And I had worked with a GED for years, but I was in the counseling arena for certain, get the degree, and it was great. I had a great experience, and he brought up this master's degree. I'm like, kind of like you, the stars, life was shifting in different ways. I'm like, okay, maybe this is, because then he said you could also apply for a teaching assistantship. My Johnny German Shepherd ears kind of tilted to the side. And from the day I walked in the classroom, I knew what I wanted to do. That's what brought me to Central.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love teaching. I love working with young people, helping them get to their goals. And I think you know this about me. My job as a college professor does not begin and end in the classroom. I love mentoring and helping in whatever way.
And I love your personality in the IT
management
area. Yeah. It's just different. Like, you walk down the hall and you're all dressed up, and then you got your Crocs on, and you're just rock and roll down the hallway. Oh, it's awesome. I love it.
And I'm not the only one. We're IT management. We are a bunch of faculty and staff who either have or are still currently working in industry. My wife and I own a preschool. I had a wedding business until just 2 years ago. And I'm not the only story like that. I think we're not the only department like that, but we're pretty unique in that many of us
are very unique.
Have worked in industry. We're real world, and if the college president is listening to this, he might go, "Oh God," he wouldn't. But if a student sits down and talks to me and they say, "I don't think this is for me," I'll have an open conversation. I even have open conversations. Maybe this isn't the major for you. Let's help you find the major.
Absolutely. So. And I think that learning from people who have that experience is so valuable.
Yeah.
So valuable. You learn so much.
Yeah. This has been great.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Okay, now I usually do a hug. If you don't want to, it's okay. Oh. Okay, good. This has been good.
Yes.
Super cool. I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. We did it. Okay. Thanks for listening to Deep Dive with Dr. D. You can follow me on my other social media channels by clicking the link in the description.